Hello, everybody.
Hello.
And I am Mr. Ed. Just showed up. Sorry.
Good evening, folks.
You got to be old to know that.
I'm old.
Me too. How's everybody doing?
Hello? Is this thing on?
Is this...
Hello?
Funny, my microphone's on mute.
Don't think so. Nice try, though.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
I'm trying to share the stream here.
Thanks, Kurt.
Oh, my name's Sean.
Oh, I know. Oh, hi, Sean.
Who was
Well,
it? Well. Another Monday night. Happy Martin Luther King Day, everybody, and happy day off of work.
For some of you.
For some of you.
Who was it that... Oh, we were talking about, that I guess the first Martin Luther King was in 1986, because I think they made it into a holiday in 84. So I was just thinking back. I never got out of school for it. Kids today are lucky.
Yeah, I don't think I did either. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Hi, Ida. Hello, everybody. Ruby Orgulo, Jay Tizzo, James, Sandy, Angie, Mary Ann, Johnny, Snoopy Doo, Kurt Pierce, JTW. Hi, everybody. I know my camera's off, you guys. I'm feeling a little puny today, so.
Okay, quick show of hands. Who's actually watching the show, or are you watching football?
Both.
Both, right? Everybody's doing both.
And who's rooting for Cowboys and who's rooting for the Buccaneers?
I root for anybody that's playing against the Cowboys. Sorry.
But then again, I don't want Brady either, so I don't want either of them. Sorry.
I know.
Yeah, Dad, I have no skin in this game whatsoever.
Kyle said, let's go Cowboys. Sorry, Kyle.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go, Cowboys.
Yeah.
Hate the Cowgirls.
I'd rather watch hockey too. Yeah.
Sorry, Ida. Don't tell David. I want him to barbecue for me when I get there.
I'm glad Dennis brought this up. I'm just gonna pop it right here. Got to get me some quarter rolls tomorrow.
Yes.
So you're never gonna freaking believe it, but brand new 2023 coins are showing up.
Mm-hmm. Except for the Lincoln cents, I hear.
Yeah. Well, you heard it from me, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Of course, right?
Little birdie told me.
So from what we do know, Denver, nickels, and dimes have shown up, and the only reason why I'm singling out Denver minted those two is because that's what's on eBay currently. And there are P&D mint Betsy Coleman quarters out there.
And they're going for big money on eBay too, but they always do right when they first drop.
They always do the first week and a half, and then they kind of mellow out a little bit. But yeah, a few weeks earlier than I anticipated. So great question, Angie. Great question. I do not recall which states had those coins pop up. I'm sure if they were close to a Federal Reserve Bank, that might be where we're at. So your Boston's, Dallas, New York, LA, San Francisco, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, they did. They were giving those out at the fun show. The Betsy Coleman ones.
Yep. Oh, were they?
Yep.
Yeah,
isn't the official release of that through the mint
on the 14th
on Valentine's Day?
Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Well,
that's not far away. Indigon Demon, it doesn't matter if you haven't found a dollar face of Anime Wong. When you start finding them, you're going to find all kinds of things. We all know that because you're so lucky.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter. If
We'll be showing you. We'll be showing your coin
way.
in a couple weeks. I'm sure. We'll find something.
Exactly.
Rest assured, you will pop up in our queue at some point.
Angie, yes, St. Louis has a Fed Reserve.
Yep. Kansas City,
So does
Minneapolis,
Kansas City. Yeah.
Atlanta, Hotlanta.
Hotlanta.
Chicago.
Sandy, you're right. Convenience smart. Great place to find pocket change.
Seems like Detroit always finds the good stuff, though, for some reason. That's where all the good stuff goes. Not sure why.
So beachside, yeah, that's an interesting haul you have there. But you're right, there hasn't been anything like super marvelous coming from the last American Women quarter from last year. I mean, we did highlight a really impressive looking die clash.
Flash, yeah.
Yeah.
That's something to look out for. But as far as
Where there's
something
one, there's gonna be more.
yeah,
So,
Yeah, I don't think that anybody has found any DDRs on that. We haven't seen any, so
yeah, no major crazy strike throughs like we've seen through the first 3 releases. So
mm-mm.
yeah,
and you got a good point. Sealed equity is always good too. I know I kept a bunch of the 2020 rolls, sealed rolls.
I think someone had a full bank box of what was it? 2009 formative years P Mint.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
They had sold it, and it was like I forgot what it was. It was like $600-700 for
Oh
the
my
box.
goodness.
Yeah,
Wow.
of course we all know what we could find in there. But
Exactly.
yeah,
Wish you go back and buy like 10 of those boxes back
I
in the
know.
day,
Yeah, I mean, me personally, and I don't mind throwing out the spec out there, but if I were going to look back at coins or boxes that I could still obtain today, even if I paid like quarters, you'll pay like $100 or $200 over face value. But if you knew that there was a big find out of that particular date or series, I mean, wouldn't you want to pick up a full bank box of, say, the Wilma Mankiller quarters?
Absolutely.
Or the 2021 Lincoln cents?
Mm-hmm.
and then keep them for like 5 to 10 years and then sell them.
Yeah.
You know?
Because the value of sealed equity is all tied into what you can find in them. So
Yeah, if you have like a 2020 box of dimes, they're probably not going to be care too much about that.
No. Where you want to be is the 2020 box of American Samoa P Mints.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, that's where you want to drop money into it.
Or the Tuskegee or
Tuskegee or the Washington crossing. The Washington crossing the Delaware is the interesting one because it's not part of the National Park Program,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not part of the American Women. It's its own little weird mid-year standalone design, which I think is intriguing to me, and that's the very reason why that I personally, if I could, I would buy a few rolls of that and just sit on them.
Ann's Arts and Crafts. I would really suggest on YouTube, the American Numismatic Association has a YouTube channel, and they have a great video on the minting process. They have tons of great learning videos, but you will learn a lot of the terminology by learning the minting process. Specific errors and stuff that comes with study, and go to error-ref.com. And just read through that website. I am really, speaking of coin designs, I'm really looking forward to 2026, the semi-quincentennial. They're redesigning all of the circulating coins for that year.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. It'd be nice to have a different dime design for one.
Right? That's the one I'm looking most forward to.
Right.
Well, Adam, in your case, the only thing they're doing to that dime is they're going to add a few more wrinkles to good old FDR. So
maybe. I'm just really curious on what the designs are going to be. We know they're also doing
FDR.
special. Yeah, no, I don't know.
Wait
they're doing special commems for that year too, but gold coins and silver and stuff, but they're also doing all of the circulating coinage will have different designs. And then starts the youth sports on the quarters. And the $50 for that year also going to have, they're going to have a 4-year redesign of the half of the Kennedy half on the reverse from 27, I think, or 26 to 2030, I think. No, 27 to, I don't know. Anyway, 27 to 2030, I think, are going to have redesign of the reverse for 4 years of the Kennedys, I think. It might just be 1 year. I don't know.
Okay, enough of the talk, Paula. I'm getting depressed to think how old I'm going to be in 20.
Sorry.
And here's the thing to hold to all that is that's going to come sooner than you could blink an eye.
Yeah.
That's the travesty of this whole thing.
Yeah, they're doing youth sports on the quarters, and then on the Kennedy halves, they're doing disabled sport designs, disabled athlete designs.
Youth sports is the dumbest idea ever for circulating coinages.
I know. Maybe they're doing it to get.
Sports is not dumb at all because my daughter does swim and softball and all that. But as far as the topic for a coin,
maybe they're doing it to get the youth involved. Maybe they're doing it to get the more youth involved.
Maybe.
Well, here's the thing. They put out an email they're looking to hire some artists.
Yes.
At the Mint. Mm-hmm. So my thinking is, okay, if they're going to have a panel of artists, why don't they do something like different versions of Lady Liberty that they could put on the coins? They could still use the same good old presidents that they have, but on the reverses, maybe do like a 1 year type, 5 different designs of different mock-ups of Lady Liberty, something different, close-ups, or a Standing Liberty version that's like reconceptualized, that's more modern, and
that would be amazing.
Yeah, I know. I should work for the Mint. But
you should.
They don't accept a 8th grade education apparently. So,
bummer.
Nice.
They accept 9th grade education.
Well, that's good.
You almost had it. You were this close.
Not good for me.
You were this close.
I was.
Tim's asking which books to buy to supplement the Cherry Picker's Guide for small denomination error coins.
Strike It Rich.
Strike It Rich and Joe Cronin's Mint Errors to Die For.
I got mine.
The Strike It Rich, the Joe Cronin book's great. It's kind of pricey. There you go. Adam's showing it off. But ultimately, the Strike It Rich with Pocket Change is probably the book that's going to tide you over in the meantime. And it's more, I guess it's more relevant. So says Mr. Irrelevant over here. And I'll let you guys know why I put that on there. But it's more relevant to today's modern coinage because you're going to see a lot of things from like the last, say, 20, 30 years where the Cherry Picker's Guide goes way deeper than that. And it's more, selective. By the way, the Mr. Irrelevant is a quick little praise to 49ers quarterback. That's my team here in Northern California, Brock Purdy. So he was selected as the final pick, number 270 in last year's draft. So, that's why I threw that in there.
Nice.
Yeah, he's amazing. Alan Herbert also has great. He's my favorite. It's my favorite on error coins, but any of the error books from Alan Herbert. The official price guide to mint errors, I think is what it's called. Alan Herbert. There you go. Official price guide to mint errors. Don't pay attention to the prices.
Yeah, don't pay attention to the prices. But the information is
priceless,
invaluable, right?
Prices in any printed book or media is dumb.
Yeah, because they're out of date by the time it comes to print.
Yeah, and I would even say the gray sheet's kind of dumb too, even though they update it every week or whatever it is. But it's just we're living in different times where it's dominated by the internet and prices are fluctuating daily.
Sean, did you see Joey K's question?
Yes, Joey K, I'll let you know, buddy.
Stay tuned.
I'm working something out. I'll let you guys know if it comes to fruition.
What was the first official U.S. mint era coin? I have not a clue, Dennis. Probably goes back to the first U.S. coin.
Probably even before that.
Yeah.
Long before colonial and the Dark Ages and all that stuff.
Yeah. They have them on everything: tokens, metals, coins, everything. So
ancients. Have you seen all the errors on ancients? A lot of them are struck off center.
Well, that's because they didn't have a collar or anything like that.
No.
True. Doing it by hand, that's got to be hard.
There are Fujio errors, Ant.
Oh, not only that, Fujio, they have their own, I guess, attribution. I forgot the name or who the specialist is that cataloged all of them.
Anthony, yes, you can get most of those books digitally, and it's a lot cheaper. It wasn't an error, it was a mistake. That's right.
It's a mistake.
It's a mistake. Well, all right. Do we want to get started?
Yeah.
Sure.
Anybody have any more announcements?
Toner shorts are out, so you guys
Yes,
better go
they are.
check them out. They're
Yeah.
hot right now. Go
They
check them out.
have been kind of hot. Maybe that's how you should do your toner report.
Well, I think that's what I'm doing from now on. It's a little easier for me.
It's not-
You know,
oh, that
but,
error. It was a mistake. Yeah.
Ant loves them.
As Bart Simpson would say, eat my toner shorts.
Eat my toner. Eat my toned shorts. It's
Okay.
Isaac's birthday for St. Jude. Don't forget, everybody.
That's right. St. Jude auction. Get over to Ida Herring's channel. All right. We ready?
Sure.
We do not have this in a video yet, you guys, unfortunately. Hopefully next Monday. So live coin Q&A for January 16th, 2023. This is the time where if you've been here before, you go get a snack, go to the bathroom, do what to feed your dog. All right.
Thank you,
Watch
Straight
the game.
Man.
So the live coin Q&A likes to encourage everybody to join the American Numismatic Association. It is our national coin club. With your ANA membership, you'll receive free admission to the World's Fair Money and the National Money Show, videos, podcasts, blogs, coin collecting tips, online research tools, games, quizzes, and everything numismatic. You'll enjoy exclusive discounts on ANA seminars and money museum auctions, coin collecting publications, books, supplies, collection insurance, and much more. You can explore spectacular collections of coins and paper money from the nation's largest numismatic museum. You'll have access to the best educational programs in the hobby, webinars and seminars, lectures, correspondence courses, and more. You'll get a subscription to the Numismatist, 12 issues of coin collecting's premier magazine delivered digitally or to your doorstep. If you want the printed version, you have to get the platinum membership. Otherwise, you just get the digital one. You'll receive $15 off a new NGC and PMG membership. The ANA Young Numismatist Program. The ANA sponsors programs geared specifically for young collectors where they can earn free coins, participate in an auction reserved just for youngsters, challenge themselves with games and activities, and make lasting friends. You can just find the link to that at the ANA website. We also like to encourage you to join CONECA, the Combined Organization of Numismatic Era Collectors of America, especially if you like errors and varieties. This is where we will send you, if you have a new variety or an error that needs examination, or if we just think your coin needs more eyes on it, this is where we will send you. Your membership perks, a subscription to the club's award-winning journal Errorscope, published 6 times a year, and I could tell you that magazine in itself is worth every dime of that membership. You'll get a free U.S. variety coin, either a repunchment mark or a double die when you join. That's for new memberships only. You get a club membership card and an invitation to the annual Errorama, including the awards banquet, the annual meeting, and the cherry pickers contest. You'll have access to members-only area of the Coneca website, where you can view electronic back issues of Errorscope from 2004 through the current issue. We also have a Facebook group called Coin Q&A. We encourage everybody to join that. It's a great alternative to sending your questions in an email. If you do decide to join, please just make sure you answer all of the membership questions and agree to the rules. There we go. On with the show.
1968D Roosevelt dime from Time. There is a light letter M above the letter A in between the E and the D. There is a print going through the dime, and it looks like an arrowhead or spearhead at the end of the E about halfway up. On the left side, there are lines going all the way through the oak leaf, and it looks like there may be some kind of print at the top. Oh, yeah. Heavy class. Wow.
That's awesome.
Beauty.
Great die clash.
Very strong. Those dies slam together hard.
Yeah,
And Ida, you will notice the red arrows pointing to the areas that we're discussing.
and even on the nose, even on the
Who did all of that?
That would be Amanda.
Amanda's amazing.
She's amazing.
Give it up for Amanda.
Woohoo! That is a beautiful die clash. 1968D.
Wow, that's nice. It's on a silver dime.
Is this
Denver
the
mint.
only close up of the clash on this one, or?
I believe so.
Oh, there we
the
go.
reverse.
another
There's the
part of it.
reverse.
Well, they probably need to look, because there's probably going to be some back here behind the neck. You got some leaves and stuff and things that'll be coming out the back of this.
Yeah, these were I think that they said this was still in the mint set and they didn't want to take it out of the plastic. So
No, yeah, I'm just saying to look for that as well, because it's strong.
Yeah, I was going to say the coin's in phenomenal shape.
Mm-hmm.
And you said, no, it's in a mid set. I'm like, well, yeah, I guess it is in phenomenal shape, isn't it?
And I would just keep it in the mint set.
I would too.
Yeah. And no grading.
All right, I'll take this general question from Richard H. I just have a question in general. What will happen if the U.S. stops making cash coins and goes all digital? Would that just dry up the coin collecting market? Would it be people just trading the coins from yesteryear? If the government called for people to turn in their money or it will be no good, would that mean it is all in for your collection? Just a thought. You know how the stories are. Thanks. Yeah, this is only like the 500 millionth time we've heard this similar type of,
It's hyperbole.
It's hyperbole.
That's probably the best word in general to describe what this is.
So I think we've come up with the answer that as long as it would take for the government to actually stop making a coin, even one, would take forever. I mean, what year was it? 2013?
I think, Canada.
Yeah, Canada stopped producing their cent, their penny. but it's still in circulation and it's still valid.
People still collect them.
People
they would. I don't think they would ask for your coins back. They did that because of gold and silver mainly. I think because of the precious metals. I don't think they would do that with copper or nickel.
No. Can you imagine? How are they?
That would be a pain in the wazoo.
Yeah.
Like Blue Ridge said.
Exactly, Michael.
And there's already so much out there that, I mean, there's going to be something you could find to collect, for years to come.
Think about how long coin collecting has been around. This hobby is not going anywhere. And yeah.
Yeah, I think there's probably some lobbying out there, I imagine, that doesn't want them to do it, I'm sure. You never know. There could be some lobbies. There could be some coin lobbies. You never know.
You never know.
Well, the bean counters have been, weighing, how much it costs to produce these coins.
Right.
For a long time. And you could go back 20 years and that has come up, what are they going to do with the cent? Because it costs 3 cents to make every 1 penny. And, it's, if they haven't done anything till now, more than likely, they're not going to do anything at all. Right now, what's it going to take? If it gets any more expensive than what it is, then yeah, I could see them possibly, eliminating producing any more cents, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to eliminate it out of circulation.
Right.
Or they might come up with a new composition also as a possibility too. So you got to look at that also. Something that might be a little cheaper.
Oh, please get rid of the zinc cents. Anything but that.
Yeah. Let's get some plastic.
Those go away on their own. We don't have to worry about those. They'll just deteriorate before your very eyes. Bye.
Yeah, it's sad. They'll be the ones.
If you don't use it, you lose it. It's biodegradable.
That's true. But just thinking about that, I mean, it's been almost 10 years for Canada, and I mean, still using their, what they produced from before that.
Carbon fiber would be kind of cool.
Right?
I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. I don't even know if digital currency is going to happen anytime soon.
You know what? I see more and more stores though saying, "Oh, we only accept digital. I'm like, God, it's so stupid."
Well, I think that won't last. I don't think. Indigo Demon had a good point though. He said, "I wonder if everyone was predicting the demise of coinage entirely with the advent of paper money."
That would be interesting, but
I think some of the
paper money ended up existing back in the mid 1800s because
of
people were hoarding coins.
Yeah,
and they just can't produce them fast enough, so they went with paper money.
Yeah, in fact, Michael Kittle, Rare Coins, he's in blue in our chat. If you guys don't have him, you should. He just had a great coin club meeting Friday, and it was on. Oh gosh, what is that called? I don't even know what what it was called. It's like
fractional.
Fractional currency and stamps, right?
Yeah, fractional. Yeah, currency.
Yeah, really, really interesting. Even though I'm not into currency, it was really interesting. Fractional currency. Thanks, Michael. I couldn't think of it. Thank you. And he talked about that actually, how some of those were made because from Civil War era because they didn't have the circulating coinage. So,
Sweet. Nice strike through 2020 Marsh Billings from Diggin' Dave. Nice strike through on the neck. Just wanted to share. Thanks. Thanks, Diggin' Dave. Ooh, that's a big strike through. Somebody dropped
gash in his neck. Somebody stabbed him in the neck.
Right. Hey, Dirty Water Coins and Collectibles, how are you doing?
Or it could be some horny teenager from the early 90s giving
Oh my Lanta. A hickey.
hickey.
Oh my gosh. Digging Dave. Thanks for sharing that.
Hey, I want to point out something. Alexis, if you have a 43 copper, you need to make sure it's not plated.
Or fake.
You need to make sure it's not fake.
Half copy. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't just send it in for grading because you don't want to waste your money either.
I have a couple fake ones.
Those are really hard to find.
You need to weigh it. You need to make sure it's not magnetic. You need to send us a picture. Absolutely, Alexis, for sure. Please do, and weigh it. Please weigh it.
There's our email in the chat.
I'll take it. Is this coin worth grading? From Edward F. Hello, Sean. Hello. I know how you feel about grading coins, but was curious about how to sell this coin for as much as I can get out of it. Would this coin be considered grading? It is a 1943 S over S mint mark Mercury dime. I don't believe it will grade full bands, but wanted to hear your opinion. If I don't grade it, what is the value? I have included pics of bands as well. Thanks and enjoy the market report.
Well, first answer, you cannot get full bands on a circulated coin.
Exactly.
So that one answers that one right there.
And it doesn't have full bands anyway, but
no,
because I did this one. Yeah.
Those have to be completely separated, and it has to be uncirculated, or they will not give it the designation.
Yeah, right. Got to be mint state.
But I do see the repunching on the mint mark.
There is that.
There is that.
And there it is close up, which is an awesome RPO.
That's a winner there.
That's the FS501. So I did look that up.
I didn't look at the value on this coin, did you?
I'm looking right now.
Yeah, I don't think it's a lot in this condition. I've cherry picked a number of these out of junk silver, and I'd have to say they're like $8 to $10.
So this would be a coin I would not grade for sure.
No,
yeah,
not in this condition,
or sell it. Those would be my good opinion.
Yeah, it's a nice one though. Definitely a good find.
Yeah, it's about $12 coin, 12 to 30. So I would not grade this one.
It's a cool one though, for sure. Good eye. Congratulations.
Amanda, you want to do this one?
Sure. Die break / cud from mystery. Hi, this is my first of this scale. I know Sean loves this particular coin, so I thought I would share.
We all do.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, yes, I do like it.
That's the crown for the, Cuds are king kind of thing.
Sorry, I was trying to see if we had. There we go.
Who doesn't love a good cud? Come on.
Come on now.
I had a history teacher that said that used to tell us we were all cows and we needed to quit chewing our cud.
Chewing your cud.
Looks like he's got a cloud above his head there.
And just so you guys know in chat, cud does not stand for anything. It's not like an abbreviation for anything. It's just somebody came up with that term to call this a big die break at the rim of the coin. So
Joey says it looks like the DDO too.
I don't think so, and not sure you'd be able to tell from these pictures anyway.
Yeah, we would need some close-ups.
Yeah.
But I think the cut is, good in itself. I mean, it's an excellent example. Red brown.
You can find cuds and rolls, Big Zombo. You absolutely can. It doesn't change the.
I actually found one the other day, so you can find them in uncirculated rolls too.
Yeah, I found a was a 1986 Roosevelt dime with a pretty nice cut on it about 3 weeks ago.
Wow, cool.
Yeah.
You can find, the more minor off centers. You can find broad strokes. Sometimes you'll notice that one of the coins is poking out a little bit out of the wrapper. You know you got something then. Well, you don't know because it could be damaged.
Or you find a nickel in your quarters. Sometimes that.
Oh yeah.
Probably misspelled for crud instead of cud. It's
Cud stands for cute overplated die. I don't think so. Cows chew on cuds. That's right.
Hey, Z coins.
But you'll notice where the red arrow is pointing there on the reverse, that is showing weakness there because all of that metal flowed into that die break there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
It's a keeper in my book, or sell it. I guess I'll read this one since I think I
you did this one.
1878 CC Morgan silver dollar from Jose B. Is the mint mark CC correct on this dollar? I just want to make sure it isn't fake. It weighs 26.5 grams. Well, the weight is correct. We had 6.5 at one point, but that was just a typo. But it is 26.5, so that's right in the ballpark. And the coin looks, it looks cleaned. I'm gonna be honest, it's cleaned, and it's definitely circulated. So, and it toned after it was cleaned, but the mint mark looks good. And when I was looking at this coin, I said, "Boy, this looked really familiar." Well, we had shared this variety, maybe 2 months ago on the show.
Mm-hmm.
We had an uncirculated one, and this is VAM 6, which is a top 100 VAM. Very, very nice. If we go to the R of a pluribus, that's where the marker is at. And then the leaves of the.
I thought it was on Liberty, the R of Liberty.
No, it's the R of pluribus. Do we have those photos, Amanda? I think you sent some additional photos. Did we not?
I don't think so.
Okay,
no.
yeah, we.
Oh wait.
He sent additional photos though. But on the leaves of the cotton, you have doubling, and then above the R of the pluribus, you have a like a die gouge at the rim there. You might not. I don't think I can quite see it from here.
No,
yeah,
can't quite see it.
Yeah, he sent some additional photos last night, and I guess they didn't get put in here. I thought I'd send them over.
That is it, guys.
That is a VAM 6 though, and it's legit, and it's a top 100 VAM. So
yeah,
we had a ton of emails. We spent like 3 hours last night as a group working on them, and we just didn't have a lot to put in for the show this week. So we figured we'll show what we have, and then we'll just take questions from you guys.
Sure. And Mary Ann's asking, have there been mouth die chips on the Denver Mayas?
Yes.
Yes, there have.
You're going to find them, I think, on all of them.
Yeah.
All of the new ones, yeah.
It's like if you guys ever collect Lincoln wheat cents, you find those buy errors all the time. It just seems to be a weak point in that die design.
Yeah, I think we talked about that when they first came out, and that area of the die, how it goes from a low point on the field to that device. It's pretty high relief there, so it's going to be a weaker stage 3. No, Kyle, stop it. Okay.
What's up, Frank?
Frank, feeling the love. We love some Frank. One of these days, maybe we'll get him here with us.
Next week is the ANA giveaway.
Next week is the ANA giveaway. February, we will be, hopefully, I'm not sure when Joe is going to be. We bought a couple of Joe Cronin's mint errors to die for. to give away on the channel. So he's going to start shipping those in February, and they will be signed. So keep an eye out for that. Corner of the
Mine is signed, but this is the first edition.
program. Yes.
We'll sign that for you.
Yep.
So Fred says he has a 1946 wheatback that doesn't look copper. It's new looking and shiny like brass. Any ideas? Could have been clean. Could have been
Yes.
blanket.
Yep. Send us a picture, Fred. Yeah, we want to answer you guys' questions, but if you ask us about a specific coin, we cannot answer those questions without seeing the coin. So yeah, please. Yeah, just send us pictures. If you have a question about a specific coin, or join our Facebook group, you can post all the questions and coins in there that you want. We try to ask you guys to limit your emails to like 2 to 3 a week, just because we get so many and we hate getting so far behind. So we'd like to be able to answer your questions as soon as we can, but sometimes we're about a week out. So we got that, Stray Man. We got your email. I do believe that is a key date.
That is a key date, yeah.
Mhm.
It's so you have 1916D, and then you have both 21s, the P and D, that follow right behind that. And then I guess you could make the argument that a few of the teen states are in that group, or maybe 31 as well. But yeah, it's just those 3. Those are the keys.
Yeah, and it's he found that in a penny roll. Can you believe that?
Out of all dates.
Mhm.
Out of all dates, man.
Wow.
Wow.
We will probably put it in the show next week, Stray Man. So
Yeah, I'm a little upset with myself because I found one of those when I first started collecting at a bulk Mercury bag, and I sold it. I'm so mad I sold it. I should have kept it.
Oh no.
Because I was like, oh my god, it's key date, damn it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that was a great find for sure.
So Ant was asking, what is a dubious listing on VAM?
You know, I'm looking that up, and
to
be honest, I'm not certain. I'm not certain what they mean by that.
Dubious.
They have multiples of them. Dubious listings.
3 official VAM lists, 4 dubious listings. 5 lists. Past assignments.
Tammy Lacrosse. If your dime is bigger than the other ones, it could be like a broad strike or something like that.
Could be.
If you want to send us pictures of that, that'd be something we could check for you.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not quite sure on that.
Atog's got a coin he wants to send in. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and they don't even have it in the definitions, dubious listings. Maybe Michael Kittle knows.
Back to the 43 copper penny. How do I authenticate mine?
Well, yeah, you need to weigh it. You need to make sure it's not thick, and then you need to send us pictures. Because the odds are that it is not a 43 copper.
It's very, very scarce.
It could be a 48 that has been
yes,
altered.
that's true. Yeah.
The odds are not in your favor. We get that a lot. We see that a lot in our email, on our Facebook groups. We see those a lot. So,
can it happen? Yes, but we're just saying.
Can it happen? Yes. Can you be struck by lightning 10 times? Yes.
Nathan's asking, why is machine doubling considered not valuable? Thoughts: double die is a variety and machine doubling an error. I'm still struggling to wrap my head around this.
Machine doubling is technically damage.
They call it worthless doublings.
Yeah.
Now, if you have now I'm going to say this: if you have crazy examples of it,
Yeah.
sometimes
Very
people
true.
find those kind of unique, but don't expect somebody to spend a lot of money on it. And I honestly, I mean, it's kind of
And
that
it does
gray
happen.
area a little bit. So,
Yeah.
It happens a lot, and it is super, super common, and it is neither a variety nor an error. It is damage. Anything that happens after the intended design is struck into that coin, whether it's a microsecond after that, is considered damage. And that happens after the design is struck into the coin, and it's just a die bounce. It's a loose mechanism, causes die bounce, shimmy. There's different types of machine doubling, but
sometimes it shifts a little bit, so you get like the,
slide doubling,
Yeah,
push doubling.
Let's see.
69S, if somebody is paying big money for the 69S MD, they were either fooled or thought it was something that it wasn't. Because nobody should pay big money for a 1969S MD. You can find it yourself.
Would that be the same as die chatter?
Yes.
Yeah, because it's,
it can chatter. It can, yeah.
Yeah, there was the issue of a certain 1969S machine doubled Lincoln that sold like 2 years ago for $1,100.
Yes.
So that's kind of been etched in people's minds as to the why isn't there more of a conversation over machine doubling when they're achieving this kind of market result.
Yeah, and was that legit? Was it money laundering? Was it just somebody screwing around? I find it really, somebody thought it was a doubled die. If it was a legit sale and somebody paid that kind of money, they thought it was a doubled die. I've found several examples of extreme machine doubling on 69S coins and 70s, and yeah.
And
those
what's the other?
are really
57D
common.
is another big date for machine doubling.
5070 is a big one. Yeah, I saw one in
1936 is very common also. 1944S, and I think 1941S, I think. Also. San Francisco seemed to have a lot of problems with their dies, I guess.
Their machinery or something.
Yeah, things get loose all the time, especially with any sort of mechanical contraption, it's all wear and tear.
And when another mint is making those dies, there could be a problem in the fittings. So who knows? I'm trying to get something. Where's that?
So Snoopy Doo, no, a DDO or a DDR is not a microsecond strike.
Mm-mm.
It is actually in the die itself. Correct. And that's because when they were hubbing the die, they hubbed it the first time, then they went back for the second one to make it like a good solid strike, I guess, to make every deeper and everything. And they turned it or they twisted it or it was crooked or whatever, and that's what creates that doubling into the die itself. So that's why it's called a doubled die, not a doubled coin, basically.
It has nothing to do with the strike. A poor man's double die, Jason, is just die wear. It's caused die deterioration. Mm-hmm.
And you'll find that on 53 too. It's very common, 53 and 55.
Lots of, in the 80s, it's super common. 89. super common. No,
Sean
double
Silverpower-
die has nothing to do with the strike, Angie. It is in the creation of the die itself. It will be when that die is created, the doubling is on that die. So every planchet that die strikes will be doubled. Will have the double die.
And so Snoopy Doo, the 55 double die was on the die. It was just there was a huge shift.
Yes.
Whenever the second hub was put into that die. It
was done on a night shift.
Because if it was struck twice, here's the thing: if it was struck twice on the coin, it would have to strike. I mean, how many of those 55 double dies are there? It would have to strike every one of them twice, exactly the same.
You can have double struck coins. That's a totally different thing. That's an error. But MD is just a problem with the mechanism itself.
The actual die is a little bit loose. It's not completely 100% tightened onto the flange that holds that anvil die. So, when it strikes a coin, there's that momentary shift or shimmy either way that actually damages into the devices, thereby creating a smaller shrunken device. When you look at a machine double coin, it takes away from the overall dynamic of the sizes of the devices, and it doesn't add to it the same way that a true double die does.
Can I answer Sean Silverpower's question? I have two 1964 dimes. One has a big D mint mark and one has a normal D mint mark. Is that normal? Well, if you all don't know, you can go to Variety Vista and you can check out the different mint mark styles. Okay, so I went to the Roosevelt dimes and then I chose mint mark styles. And then you could look at the different years that they used that mint mark style. Okay, so 64 only had one.
Mm-hmm.
So it's MMS 005 was the only one that they used in 64. But there will be some that will have multiple years also. And you can do that for any denomination, I think.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, so, I even think, so Standing Liberty quarters, you can go here to the Denver, and then I'll show you, which mint mark they used, and it's a very helpful to use that.
MD doesn't have to be only in one spot, Snoopy Doo. MD can actually happen on one single device.
I think what he's saying is, how do you not have MD on all devices? Like, if it's going to shift on, doesn't it shift the whole thing and everything strike?
No.
But if that die is a little loose, you got to consider also that the shift or shimmy can also be angled a little bit as well.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to get a square strike otherwise. So there might be a little tilt to it when it finally concludes the strike and it's the die is receding back into its normal position before it starts the next strike. Sometimes you get a little tilt in there that will only affect part of the coin as far as MD is concerned. So that's why sometimes when you look at coins, I'm like, oh, this one's MD, but maybe it only affects 20 or 30% of the coin while the rest of it looks normal. That's the reason why.
And Frank made a good point. High points are the most susceptible to it.
Yeah. There it is.
So Jeff Daughtry did this. if this will help you. So you got machine doubling, and then you got the actual hub doubled, and then you have the normal.
Yeah, you can see on that machine doubling where the size of the device is the same as the one on the right, the normal. The size is the same. It's just it's just hit that metal twice, so it makes the part of it look skinnier.
It makes
and then you get that flat shelf like.
It makes that raised part skinnier than the normal, the higher part of that device.
I love that drawing. I use that a lot. Thank you, Chuck.
Thank you, Chuck.
Oh boy. What about preserving a zinc in plastic like scorpions? You can do whatever you want to your coins, but once you've done that, it's damaged coin. So it's not actually preserving it.
It's like,
so I would not do that to any coin that has any numismatic value whatsoever.
It's like back in the day, they used to put the lacquer on them.
Yeah.
They call that lucite.
Lucite,
yeah. And I have seen folks crack open like these old clocks that were made of lucite, and they had Morgan dollars in them that signified the hours on there, like they'd have 12 Morgans, and the coins never came out the same way that they went in, especially if they were mid-state. So you have to be absolutely careful because when it's first poured and applied, it is in a way kind of a chemical.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, those paperweights, those lucite paperweights and stuff. I like them. I think they're kind of cool, but.
Well, it's ironic. On my desk right here, I have here. Let me put my camera.
I would cry if I had one in there and it had like some variety.
Yeah, so this is one that my mom got me when they went up to Canada. So
nice.
Yeah, it's got hourglass in it and 4.
That's kind of cool.
Awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, 2006. It looks like it's the date of all the coins in there. But yeah, that puppy is sealed. I wouldn't crack this open for anything. It wouldn't be worth it.
If you want to protect your coins, what you could do is just put them on the floor, and then you put stuff over them, and you make that like these people do these artistic things with their floors and stuff. You could do that.
Edward, no. Not if the letters are smeared and stretched, it's either uncentered broad strike or off-centered.
So Tanya's saying, I've heard you cannot find any coins that will bring any good money. So what should I do to find profitable coins? Am I wasting my time?
Well, as long as you're not educationally enhancing the experience for yourself, it will be a waste of time.
Yes.
You cannot be successful just by taking someone's word for it. Even me, if you came across my video on YouTube for the first time and I told you this coin is selling for X, and you go out there, you try and find the same thing, but you don't find it, or you don't know what to look for, you don't know how that process happened to where that coin got that way. You don't know how to sell the coin. You've never used eBay before or what have you. There's a lot of moving parts regarding knowing about numismatics in general and to the sale. There's a lot of stuff in between. And if you don't know what you need to know,
you need to go through the whole process. Don't just jump, because you're not gonna learn anything. You're gonna be trying, I think this coin's worth money, and then it's not worth anything because you didn't take the time to educate yourself to understand that coin is this versus what you think it is. So it's just a process. You have to start and work your way through the process, because it's not going to work.
Yeah. And, bottom line is this is a hobby and it's supposed to be fun. Yeah. If you are only doing this to make a quick buck, then probably not the hobby for you, because it does take there's a lot to learn in this hobby. And so you'll hear people say buy the book before you buy the coin. There's some truth to that. Yeah. Although now you can just look it up on the website or watch the live coin Q&A, but you do have to put some work in.
Yeah.
Can you make money in this hobby? Yes, you can make good money in this hobby, but you need to educate yourself before you make that money. That money is just not going to end up on your doorstep. Now, do people like who's the guy that found the 69S under his bed?
That was William Porch, but he also had a pretty good base knowledge.
Yes, correct.
He had been collecting for a while. He had just set those under his bed and forgot about them, and so
thought they looked interesting, and you know, he put it in a box under his bed, and it stayed there for however long it took.
Yeah,
you know, I know that's
he had a car under his bed, essentially.
Right. Yeah. That was an amazing find.
That was what a great guy too.
But in summation, you know, this is probably not the thing that some of you, everybody in chat, most of you are pretty well versed that there's a certain, you know, kind of a set of directions to get from point A to point Z. But there are a few people I know, you guys hate what we just said about knowledge is key and all this stuff. I mean, do you want us to bullshit you and tell you, yeah, there's coin, look out for this, you know, and send you on your way? You know, it's like leading the blind to the blind, you know, and it's not in our good nature to do something like that. We prefer to groom you in the right kind of direction. Sure, it might take a few months, but the knowledge that you receive in just hard work and dedication through the first few months, you know, and you take 10, 15 minutes out of your time every day. You go on the ANA website and you find out how our coins are produced, or the BEP website, find out how paper notes are produced. That's going to go a long way.
Yes.
So you have to start somewhere. You might as well start with the easy access materials that's currently online. By the way, it's free. 20 years ago, it didn't used to be free. You have to take advantage of what's available out there. It's all top rate stuff. So,
yeah. And like I said in the very beginning, the American Numismatic Association has a YouTube channel, and their videos are amazing. And start with the minting process video. Learn how coins are made. That will help you when you're looking through coins to go, okay, this, I know the minting process, and I know this can't happen during the minting process.
That's what I was going to say is I didn't understand so much when I was starting out. Why do I care how the thing's made as long as I know what I'm looking for?
Right.
Well, because there are a lot of things that you need to know to say, well, that's not possible. There's no possible way that this could happen. So it's great information.
And Wexler, his website on the left hand, if you go to Wexler's, doubledie.com, I think it is, on the left hand side, there's a menu, and he has how dies are made. He has a thing about doubled dies that tells you how doubled dies are created. He has how RPMs are created. That's a great website too. Error-ref.com is great for error coins. Just go click on that page and just start clicking on the different striking errors, planchet errors, die errors, and just read through stuff.
Yep, and Marianne, we're all learning something new every day. You know, and a lot of it is, if you've never heard anybody say anything about it, or you know, if you've never looked into it yourself, you won't know until you get some help.
Yeah. Now tonight, my homework is to find out what a dubious listing is on VAM World.
Right.
Because it's going to drive me crazy till I find out.
I've always seen that, but I've managed to avoid it.
I've seen it too.
I'm like,
yeah. I never paid attention to it. Now I'm curious. What does it mean? Dubious.
So Trigger Happy Customs asked, does it matter if you can see the VDB on the back of a wheat like on a 44?
A 44 won't have the VDB on the back of it. Only the 1909. It's the only wheat scent. And I think some 1910s, supposedly. But only the 1999 had the VDB on the reverse. And up until 1916, it didn't have it on either side, right? Was 16 the first year they brought it back, or 18? I can't remember when they brought it back onto the obverse.
I think it was 16.
I think it was 16 too.
Yeah, there was a period of like 5 years where they completely took off the initials.
Yeah, they took it completely off, and then they put it back on in 1916 on the obverse, I believe, under the bust. Is it 18? Yeah, I can't remember if it was 16 or 18, but thanks, Aunt. Yeah, Aunt's going to go check really quick. I thought it was 16, but yeah, absolutely, you guys. We are here for you to send us emails. Our Facebook group is open 24/7. We have some amazing, Joe Cronin is on our Facebook group. We have some amazing people that help us out over there too. We run a very tight ship though. So if you submit, we have to approve your posts, and don't be upset if like we decline it and give you a message that says we need both sides of the coin or something like that. And we don't let people be rude to you. We run a very tight ship over there. So I don't know who let the dogs out, Dimebag Darren. I think you let the dogs out, Dimebag Darren. Third attempt for an answer. Is there a reference material that shows what a coin is? PCGS Coin Facts, RLG.
Yeah.
Go to PCGS Coin Facts. You can look up every single coin and its intended design.
And it's a free service. It didn't used to be, but it's free. You can download it on your phone as well as an app.
I don't think they have pictures of the American women's quarters up yet. Last time I checked, I don't think that they have those on there yet.
I don't think so. I don't think so either. There's usually a 2 to 3 year lag time on that.
But you can type in also in a Google search bar any coin and click on that, and then you should have an image tab and just click on image, and it should bring up a bunch of images. So that's always an option too.
Hi, Toad.
1S proof brown Ikes with a large. I think you're talking about Lincoln Central Coins had one of those, Ant, and I don't think that there's ever been any. I don't think that there's ever been any determination on that.
Yeah, Joey. From what I've seen on the checklist of coins that they added to that vault box, it's all 9, 9s, and 10s. So from what I've seen, the value is there. You know, on the low end, you're not going to lose much on those vault boxes.
That's true, Michael Kittle. You can get pictures of new coins, the women's quarters from the U.S. Mint website. That is a good point. You're so smart, Michael Kittle, Rare Coins. That's why we keep you around here. Hey, Orda, what's happening? So, question in chat. Put a 1 in chat if you are thinking about buying one of those vault boxes. Some of you may not know about them. Sean just put a video up about them. So you can go to Blue Ridge Silverhound, like you guys don't know who Sean is, and check out his video. Indigon's going to buy one. Ant's not. They are spendy, but
Ant also asked, does anybody know about anything about 71S proof brown Ikes? Oh, did you say something?
Yeah, Lincoln Central Coins had.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. Okay.
Had one of those boxes, and I don't think anybody ever came to any definitive conclusion about why it had a silver seal on it instead of the regular seal. It was a brown Ike, and it had, the brown Ikes have the gold seal on the front. His had a silver seal on it. So.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Edward is asking about the Facebook page. CoinDragon put the link in for that for our Facebook page.
It's also in the description of any of our videos. If you go to the description, we have several links down in the description. So.
Yeah, just to recap, if we have some new folks coming in that didn't jump on earlier, 2023 coins are live. We've seen nickels, dimes, and both P and D Bessie Coleman quarters are officially out there somewhere. So,
Eunice,
if that's your thing and you dig on the new stuff, then that is out there. No Lincoln cents as of yet. That's probably going to change here real soon.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of money, but I'm very curious about it.
And as I expect, just from the few folks that have talked about it, yes, there is risk in it. This is a relatively new unknown thing in numismatics right now.
Playing off the trading cards, right?
Trading cards, and I think comic books. They even did something similar to that product.
I don't know. I think it's cool, but yeah, couldn't you technically end up buying something and not getting the value out of it you paid for it, right?
Yeah, they have a buyback program too, but
yeah, it's. I'm not going to lie; they're playing off the gambler's fallacy. There are, bar none, a lot of gamblers out there. There's slot machine videos that are rife all throughout YouTube and TikTok right now, and it's a thing. Our good old boy Couch Collectibles is doing scratch off tickets, so.
Unfortunately,
but if it works out for him, and it has been, he's seen a lot of success with his scratch.
That kid's got the Midas touch. He's got the Midas touch for sure.
Yep.
Don't they even have people that video doing like online slots and stuff?
They do. I watched them.
Going to casinos, and he was doing that at the casinos even.
Oh yeah,
he did do it.
Yeah,
I did see him do
Silver Stacker and training.
Oh, Silver Stacker. Thank you, brother.
Bless your heart. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You, sir, single-handedly keep the lights on over here.
I'm telling you.
It's very awesome.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I think with the casino videos that people are doing, they're also doing something new where they're taking donations. And people pay them to gamble for them, and they could be out of state and stuff. That seems illegal to me. I don't know.
Well, Mr. Plazo, just keep me posted on that if you hear anything, because I'm scratching my head over that too. So I'm sure Michael Kittle will be interested too in finding out if they say anything. He had that sample slab that had that QR code and the barcode that scanned back to a Silver Eagle, and it was a Lincoln cent sample slab. Really strange. So he contacted PCGS about that. I'm just curious to see what they say.
And the NGCX grading system is unproven, and it has a long way to go to be an accepted type of grading scale. So I don't disagree with you there.
Well, Sean, you were talking about gambling. You hear about the guy?
The what?
Are you microwaving something?
I am. I microwaved myself a cup of coffee. Sorry, you guys.
Oh, okay.
Cup of coffee at almost 7:00.
I know. I didn't sleep.
Like the guy that bet $1 million on the Chargers just to make $11,000, and he lost all his money.
On the what?
Chargers.
Oh my gosh!
Like $1 million on the Chargers, I think, and he was going to get like $11,000 out of it if he won, and he lost his $1 million.
Hot Pockets. The spam's done, Paul. My spam's done.
What about the brownies? Where's
The
Papa
brownies.
Trio?
Tammy, thank you so much. Number one fan. Whoop, whoop. Thank you guys.
Awesome.
I'm going to tell you that
Thank you so
your
much.
money does not go to waste. It all comes back into the channel. None of us make a dime off of this channel. I just want you guys to know that. We took the money that we paid to buy those books to give away. That came from our super chat funds, and our YouTube ad revenue or whatever. Our tables that we're going to buy that we're going to get for the coin show, they're going to come out of that. So hopefully you guys will come out and meet us at the Tulsa Coin Show. Several of us are going. I hear that Blue Ridge Silverhound might be there with Mrs. Blue Ridge Silverhound. I cannot wait. I'm totally going to corrupt her.
Like I said, it's going to be Hoot, with Shay's wife and Blue Ridge's wife.
Oh, my Lanta. Oh, if Adriana comes, that show's going to be shut down.
Sounds like pretty much a foregone conclusion, huh?
Right?
Kind of. Kind of sounds like it.
$5 coin. Should I send my
We'll see, you
1854 Gold Rush $5 coin to PCGS or NGC?
1854.
Well, I'm not familiar with that date. What is it? $5?
$5 Gold Rush coin.
Sounds expensive to me.
I don't know. Michael Kittle, are you in the chat?
I know the expensive one is the one that says Cal on the reverse.
The Cal, the gold. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, but I don't think it's that one.
No, I don't think that has a denomination on it, does it?
I am not sure.
California gold.
Yeah,
Kittle,
it does.
wake up.
It has a denom on
It
back.
does. $1.
One whole dollar.
Kittle, wake up. We have a question for you. I'll tell you that if it's an expensive coin, Michael Kittle will probably tell you to send it to PCGS because you get more. 1848 Cal 2.5, Kittle said. But he's asking about I missed it already. Where did it go?
54. Yeah, I'm looking at it. What grade is it?
1854 Gold Rush, $5 coin. He's asking if he should send it to PCGS or NGC.
So is it a Liberty head, or is it some sort of California gold? I mean, if it's 1854,
It's $5 Gold Rush.
Well, I looked immediately at Half Eagles, so
not sure what he means by a gold rush. Yeah, that's what's got me. I don't know what you mean by a gold rush coin. Justin Hughes, what do you mean by gold rush?
Yeah, I don't know if it's like a gold rush territory produced coin or.
I don't know. Have I seen the score yet? No,
It's at 18-0, I think. Cowboys.
What?
Yeah.
Smackdown.
Cowboys are kicking the crap out of Brady.
Justin says, "Okay, PCGS."
Larry Nakamura.
Larry.
Way to go.
Hey, Larry.
Thank you guys so
Thank
much.
you so much.
California 18.
Very awesome.
If it's an 1854 half eagle $5, then doesn't really matter which grade at PCGS or NGC, whatever you prefer, unless the very high grade, then PCGS.
Yeah, you said Liberty Head.
Okay.
So the Liberty Head P-Mint is it's a common date. I know it sounds stupid because 180,000 of them were made for that year, but it's not a Charlotte or a Dahlonega or Carson City, or I don't think they had Carson City in 1854, but that one, right, it depends on grade. If it's a lower grade, like VF to maybe low-end mid-state, I probably wouldn't grade it, or at the very least, I wouldn't use PCGS to grade it, so it's up to you.
Great Scott. Yo, 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 y'all. What's
What's up,
happening?
Scott?
It's
Don't
like a
make
$500 coin. 550, somewhere around there.
Yes, if you guys got a one of our Michael Kittle's ANA giveaways that he was so kind to give us, he said they can take like 1 to 2 months. So be patient. Just keep an eye on your emails. They have all been sent. So.
Yep.
It is cool, Indigon. I know. It would be cool to have an old gold coin like that.
Mm-hmm, wouldn't it?
For history's sake.
Yeah, 54S Liberty Head Half Eagle is pretty good money. On the low end, it's a few $1,000s, and it goes up from there.
ANA is processing the applications. You should hear from them in the next few weeks or so. Awesome. And I think that the ANA has a deal going on right now. Kittle, was that $5 deal just through your coin club? Because they have a $10, was it $10, I think, deal
Thanks,
going on
Scott.
right now?
Have a good evening.
$10 membership deal going on right now till the end of the month. So,
Thanks for coming, Jeff.
and if you guys do decide to join the ANA or Coneca, just you might mention that the live coin Q&A sent you. Okay, club deal. Okay, yeah, because they do have a deal themselves going right now, $10 membership, I believe. So, hey DTS, thanks for coming. Thank you guys all for being here tonight. We really appreciate everyone in the
I think a lot of people are about ready to leave. So
Yep, I think we're about ready to go too.
I'm hungry.
Yep, me
Go
too.
get some food.
Anybody got any closing remarks?
Mm-hmm.
No?
Keep an eye out for those toner shorts.
That's right.
You should like them all, okay? Gets us more views.
Right.
That's
Thank
right.
you guys for coming. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out and tell your friends.
Yep. Thanks for hanging out with us.
We will see you next Monday. And we'll be giving away ANA Gold membership sponsored by the ANA next week. So.
And don't eat the yellow snow.
That's right. Bye, guys.
We get any.
Good night, everybody.